Spider-Man Homecoming is the latest Marvel Comics movie to star the Wall Crawler, and it hits theaters on July 7th. This time, Tom Holland, who is a 21-year-old Brit, is the latest Peter Parker.
We've seen Spider-Man Homecoming, and we've seen all the other Spider-Man movies, and we're going to discuss the few gentlemen who have played Spider-Man in various films over the years, and we have many, many opinions.
So many opinions.
Tobey Maguire was the first person to play Spider-Man back in 2002. I was never a huge fan of his performance. I found him a little bit smug, and he was already pretty famous at that point, so it was hard to imagine him as this alienated teenager.
The cool thing about Joe is that he's wrong. Tobey Maguire was the best Spider-Man. He was so strange and so awkward, and everything he did made him seem like an exposed nerve.
So for my money, Andrew Garfield was a really interesting evolution of the Peter Parker Spider-Man character. If Tobey Maguire was sort of the original Steve Ditko Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield was the Gil Kane, John Buscema Spider-Man, a little slicker, a little more confident, Spider-Man in skinny jeans, if you will.
There is no universe in which Tobey Maguire is too much of a movie star to play Spider-Man, but Andrew Garfield is not. I want my Peter Parker to be a nerd and be kind of a loser. I don't want him to be riding a skateboard with really cool hair and dating Emma Stone.
Which brings us to Tom Holland, who looks like a 15 or 16-year-old kid. He is by far the best Spider-Man we've ever had on screen. He has a little bit of insecurity. He's concerned about his aunt and his relationship to the whole spider powers thing. He's still really into it, but also not really all that great at being a superhero yet. He is note perfect as Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
With Tom Holland and Spider-Man Homecoming, we're finally getting that high school Spider-Man story we've always wanted on the big screen. He's still a kid. He thinks science is really great, so there's so many science is cool moments throughout the whole movie. And you really get this feeling that he says those famous Spider-Man wisecracks from behind the mask, and as a kid, he would not dare to say those things to anyone in the hallways of his high school.
So that's what we think. Who is your favorite Spider-Man?
Is it Tobey Maguire? Is it Tom Holland? Is it Andrew Garfield? It's probably not Andrew Garfield, right?
Check out my full thoughts on Spider-Man Homecoming over at awesome360.com and let us know what you think over there.
And also hit us up on Twitter and Facebook at Awesome360 and leave us a comment.